Hey, and welcome back to our series about collecting everything in Final Fantasy XIV, starting with all mounts. In the first season, we started from pretty much nothing, and ended the expansion in the top 2,000 players for mounts, as well as completing the game's hardest fight, the Omega Protocol. But now, Dawntrail FF14's newest expansion's released, and there's a lot of new things to grind. So I want to go over those quickly, and I've separated them based on being easy, somewhat difficult, or challenging to get, so we'll go through those in order. Alright, starting with the easy ones, we have the Alpaca, which is a reward for finishing the story and is completely unmissable, so we're going to be getting this automatically. The second is the Airwheeler A9, which costs 7.5 million gil and can be bought from the second city in Dawntrail. It's the cheapest shop mount, not including the Allied Society ones that you have to buy and like ARR. But like compared to the luxury mounts that are 25 or 50 million gil, this is almost nothing, so it's really nice. The Capybara is earned after completing the Serpent boss fate twice, which is called out frequently in Shout Chat and Discord and fairly easy to get credit for even if you don't have any clue what you're doing and die pretty quickly. The hardest part is getting in the instance before it completely fills and you're not able to join. And last we have the Automantoise, which costs 32 sacks of nuts, a currency you earn passively from doing hunts. And it existed before the expansion did, so you already could have had enough from beforehand to buy this mount, and if you don't, it's really quick to grind that many, and as you'll see later, we're going to be grinding lots of hunts anyways. Now onto the slightly or moderately challenging ones. The Wings of Resolve and Ruin are a random drop you get from the first two Extreme Trials, the only two Extreme Trials currently out, and eventually you can earn them by using the totems you get for each clear. 7 other people will also most likely be rolling for these, so it's very luck-based to get it yourself, but the fights themselves aren't as challenging. The Monowheel S1 is a guaranteed drop from clearing the final fight in the first Savage Raid tier. Since I'm playing in a static group and 1 drops each week, I'll get this mount within 8 weeks of clearing the fight at the worst. And the Ronique requires collecting 100,000 Orange Gatherer script, with a cap of 2,000 at a time and 30-ish scripts for each botany or minor item you turn in. You'll have to fill your inventory entirely up with collectibles 18 times over to get this, but you can also grind it on your own. It's extremely simple to make progress, so it's a nice little passive thing we can do on the side and chip away at, and it's not going to take a lot of brain juice, I guess. And finally we have the toughest ones both to collect and to pronounce, so I apologize in advance. First we have the Tuliyollal, which is this expansion's hunt mount, requiring 2,000 A ranks and 1,000 S ranks killed in Dawntrail, just like the previous ones. The latter requirement requires killing enemies that go on a 3.5 day in real time respawn timer per kill and only has 1 per instance in a map. This is the hardest mount to get in this expansion by far, and most likely will stay that way throughout the entire expansion based on previous experiences with hunt mounts. So the Outrunner is given for getting to level 100 with every job, which is a pretty simple requirement, but especially with DPS roulette queues being extremely long and nearly 24 jobs existing, it's a lot of effort if you're not already caught up with leveling, which I unfortunately am not. The Ketsa Girl is the expansion's first map mount. Endwalker had 3 of these, so there might be more of these in the future. It requires getting 3 random material drops from doing treasure maps, which has all these different stacking layers of RNG. Since I have a rule that I'm not buying mounts or their materials, this one's gonna probably be pretty tough based on my experiences with the past ones. The Tiaptia, or the Flying Squirrel, or the Sugar Glider, is identical to the Wyver from Endwalker, where you need to collect 50,000 bicolored gemstones from fates to purchase it. Normal fates in Dawntrail give you 16 gemstones, but Dawntrail has also made some changes we'll get to that makes this mount easier than expected to get. But still really tough and a big time investment. Our focus to start with is going to be to get all 4 of the easy mounts, the Tuliyollal by doing S ranks, leveling jobs for the Outrunner, but primarily this episode we're going to focus on getting the Flying Squirrel and knocking out 1 of the 4 challenging mounts as fast as we can. So last video did end about a month before Dawntrail, so we're going to just go through quickly some of the progress we made to finish up Endwalker. Someone on the Steam forums was nice enough to use my friend code and sub long enough to get me the Drop Chocobo. I have no clue who it is, someone did it, but thank you whoever that was. We talked about kind of ignoring these recruiter friend mounts for our series, but Law Achievements, which is the biggest site that tracks all the completionist stuff for this game, counts it as one, and it's the only difference between my definition of a mount and theirs. So just to keep things consistent, because I'm lazy, I'm just going to stick with the way they define mounts for their rankings for the time being. By complete chance, I got pulled into some Delubrum Reginae runs, which has a very low chance of dropping a mount, and because of our rules, I'm not going to be purchasing it, so it's something that I was preparing to need to do a lot of runs for, because all the other stuff I've been trying in Voucher hasn't been going well, and a lot of it is very RNG dependent. But after only doing a few runs and getting nowhere near the 50 plus that I've seen some people take it to get them out, we were able to get the Gabriel Mark III, which is a really cool gold version of the loot box mount we got earlier in the series. So it's nice to have one less thing to worry about later on. There's still 2 RNG mounts in Voucher, I believe, that we have left, and then we also have the Savage version of Delubrum Reginae to do as well, which I think is going to be not too bad to handle whenever we're ready for that. The only real notable thing beyond that is that I've moved my character back to NA and joined a new static, which we'll be raiding with next video to tackle the first Savage tier. And we also rolled some loot boxes because I love doing that, and we had this wonderful experience with it, unfortunately. I got another zoo horn. I've gotten 4 instead of the Pegasus. I got another zoo. I opened one more box. I have 2 in my inventory. Alright, it is right before Dawntrail, and I'm not going to be playing it right on the early access release. And that is purely because the early access is going on during Games Done Quick, which I'll be doing a couple runs for. But the main thing I've been doing when I've been logging in, which honestly I've been taking a little bit of a break just because I know I'm going to be playing the ridiculous amount, I've just been doing some leveling. So we only have 3 jobs left to get to 80 for the Morrow mount, which will be something that we will probably knock out early in Dawntrail. Welcome to Dawntrail. I just got back from GDQ less than an hour ago, and I immediately logged straight in, and you know, there's only one way to start off the mount collection series in a new expansion, which is with a new mount. We got the Mountain Zoo horn for consuming 6 Mountain Dews in real life. That was a bad choice. Wait, look at how clean my inventory is. I forgot. Oh, past me is so cool. Yeah, so let's go ride on the Mountain Zoo real quick before I start with Dawntrail. So it's the zoo but green, but honestly it's like kind of worth it purely for the pun. I heard there was like, oh, I think I kind of see it. Oh, okay. So someone told, or I saw this where like mounts actually like pitch side to side now if you like turn like this. That's so cool. Like that's such a small thing, but like that's so cool they added that. Like that just makes it feel just a little bit better. But the mount's actually kind of cool, honestly. I mean, it's a zoo but green, but like it's cool. Yeah, I guess it was worth the 6 Mountain. Okay, I think I drank like 2.5 of the Mountain Dews. I don't know what happened to the other 3. No, I got like Mountain Dew 0, which never drink that ever. It actually was worse than all the other Oh, my mic was muted for the other stuff I was recording. Oh well. Hi, we're in the first area, and it feels really weird not to be able to fly around. That's definitely gonna take some getting used to. But one thing we're gonna have to do that I'm aware of is a lot of fates again, I think. I think there's a new, like, similar to the Wyver grind, just a really intense gemstone grind, so we're probably going to level a lot of our jobs doing that, because I also know there is a mount for getting everything to level 100, so we're going to have to get the Morrow and this new mount that I don't remember how it looks, so I guess it'll be a surprise for me. That's just not good. Oh, that's good. That's great. That's exactly what I planned. That was... The last fight there was actually, like, kind of tough. Like, okay, I heard people talking about the, like, stuff is, like, generally harder in this, and I'm kind of feeling it already. The attacks are definitely a step up. I'm scared for the raids here now, purely because they're stepping up the difficulty of dungeons. So what are the raids gonna be like? Stop! Leave me alone. Oh, everyone's dead. Please let me hit it. Please let me hit it. Please let me hit it. Oh my god, I can't hit it. Okay, I gotta hit on it. That's the only thing that matters. I don't care about getting lots of credit for it. I just want to hit it once. Oh, this will be my first S rank in Dawntrail then. That's cool. Only 999 more. Let's go. There's not an achievement for getting one. Oh, that's depressing. Alright, I have emerged from my cocoon of doing MSQ for Dawntrail, and we are at the very end, and to end off the new story, I believe we were receiving a mount. We received the alpaca whistle, the first new mount. I didn't really show any of the Dawntrail like story stuff and going through it for the most part, mostly just because like potentially when I release this people haven't played it and it's not really like what I want to super duper focus on. But yeah, so done with it. There's a few big grinds I've been made aware of. I think right now I'm definitely going to focus on doing hunts and doing fates. We'll get into that a little bit more, but let me accept this real quick. Goodbye. Alright, well, I mean, I don't know what you expected, but it's very adorable. I've seen it a few times. I think they showed it in the live letter, but it's very cute, like little bags on the side, and just very, very fluffy alpaca. But yeah, so Dawntrail's done. This is a fun little reward. I didn't actually know this is where you got it from, but yeah. Now that I'm done with the story, I'm going to spend some time getting the Aether Currents and getting some Fate progress. I will show you in a second just the Fate progress we already have done. I might have had some clips from streams, but probably not. I probably forgot the clip stuff, so I'll just show this. So right now we are sitting at about 55 Fates done when we need to do 360? Something like that. We already have a lot of good progress. We're almost done with this. We're literally one fate away from being done with this area, so I'll just knock that out in a second. I do need to get Aether Currents everywhere. Not everywhere, but I need to get Aether Currents a lot of places. Well, actually I have 4 done. So I just need to finish Heritage Found, and then do Living Memory, and then we're good to go on Aether Currents, and then I can make it a lot easier to do hunts and make it a lot easier to do fates. Nice. Cool. Alright, so I did just snipe one real quick, and now I'm done with this for now. So, guess what happened? Guess who's a little silly? It's me. I finished this and did not even realize it, so I've had this completed for some amount of time, so I've been doing extra ones. I just didn't see it pop up. So I guess we're done with 2 of them now, and we get the alpaca. Another little baby alpaca. So cute. Gamers. Oh god. Why am I in first person mode? What did I do? Oh, it's apparently that. Well, that was a great way to get free market. Let me tell them thank you. We are done now with let's see. We are done with 3 out of 6, halfway done with like the tiniest bit of progress in Living Memory, but not really. Alright, as we are finishing up here, encoding overloaded. I'm sure that's fine, don't worry about it. As we're finishing up here with this fate, we're going to get the achievement for getting all of these shared fates done in Living Memory. So we are 4 out of 6 now for shared fates. Only 2 more areas to go, which I have no progress on. I'm probably going to stream and knock out one of them and then do one of them tomorrow, and then I'll be good to go for a big gemstone grinding session. don't know what that smells like. Oh, I did it. Hooray! I didn't think I was that close to being done with it. Well, that's cool. I guess it's good that I have a replay buffer, even though the achievement does not want to pop up. Hello? Oh, because of how I filtered things. Well, just unfilter it. Whatever. Cool. All the fates. We did it. Yay! We did it! Free market friend. I pressed print screen, oh no. Free market friend and transcontinental trade for every single, we'll pull it up, whatever. It's the last time I'm probably ever gonna look at it. Every single shared fate done. We have 11 vouchers already ready to go with these gemstones, but I'm gonna keep farming here because I'm leveling up my dancer. I'm already in a party, and this is gonna be the nice thing about it. I can just join parties in any zone, because I look at all these jobs I have to level. So many jobs I have to get to 100 for another mount. So why not, instead of, you know, being like really picky and just doing like a level 100 job. Yeah, so gonna do this for a little bit. I'll check back in once I've started to buy some vouchers. All right. This will be our first time spending gemstones, which I believe is going to be that trader right there. All right, cool. So now we can get these bi-color gemstone vouchers, and we're gonna need 500 of them, and I'm gonna put them right here so you can see the progress, and so I can see the progress, unfortunately. All right, so we're probably gonna end tonight with 22 vouchers out of the 500 we need. I don't know if I mentioned we need 500, but we do. But we also got two shared fates done today, so like overall, I mean, we did a whole bunch of fates, so I'm excited to see kind of tomorrow, like a full day of doing fates. Alright gamers, today is the day that I actually learn what the snake fate is. I don't know anything about that. So yeah, there's the snake, there's the dude. I have been told that a mount drops from it. Again, I've not actually checked what drops mounts other than the stuff that I'm working on right now. And I didn't get killed this entire time, so go me. Yeah, it's 6 scale, so we need to do another one of these at some point. But yeah, that was not that bad, I guess. I mean, there's so many people there that like it just doesn't hit everyone if things go off, so I never ended up dying. But yeah, 1 down, 1 more kill later. I think it's in UI settings. Okay, cool. Alright, that is level 100 for Dancer. Yippee! So cool, in one almost exactly 3-hour stream, I got 18 vouchers. It's pretty good. And we're almost 10% of the way done with the grind already, and this is the first day where I've actually kind of started it, so it's not a bad sign. I don't think it's going to keep at that pace. Not until we get near the end, but... Alright, so important thing, if you're going to record a clip, make sure you actually go and make sure OBS is open, because it was not for some reason. Anyways, I just purchased the Toys identification key and the blue coat cat, which are new sacks of nuts items for doing hunt stuff. I already had 4,000 like nuts just sitting in my inventory because I had nothing to spend it on, which ended up working out well because now I have just the right amount for these two. So we're gonna look at that real quick. Sorry I didn't like actually catch that, but cool. All right, let me teleport somewhere and let's take a look. All right, so I saw this flying around before, and yeah, it is the Toys, but like high tech, which honestly is kind of sick. It's kind of cool. Again, it's the same problem / benefit that the original has, where it spins a whole bunch and is really disorienting and kind of makes you like sick looking at it. So that's cool. It's interesting. I like the mask on it and all the different like little gadgets and the Oh no, the jetpacks on the back don't actually propel it. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Or maybe they do and you just can't tell because it's spinning so fast. I don't know. Either way, another mount to just knock out because it's there, and really easy one. I don't think there's any others that are really super easy besides the Fate that we did. We just need to do one more of those, will be good. I guess there's the purchasable one. I guess I can just go knock that out right now. Why not? We're doing all the easy ones, whatever. All right, you know, compared to some of the stuff that I've bought before, honestly not that bad. But we're still at 26 million. We are a little bit low on cash if they had more luxury amounts, but yeah, you know, they would never do that, surely, right? So let's go take a look at this one as well. All right, I've also seen this one around, definitely, and it's pretty cool, actually. It's kind of sick. I just love the different like motorcycle mounts, especially with like being able, like the camera leaning now. It feels like really good, like riding around on them. When you fly in the air, you kind of like turn into a drone. Which, I mean, I don't really know what you do with the motorcycle mount in the air, I guess. It's kind of cool, actually. You know what? I've warmed up to it in the last 5 seconds. I actually think it's cool. Yeah, so there's 7.5 million. You know, I don't know if any of the luxury mounts like feel like they're worth the value of the money, just because I earn money so slowly in this game. But if you're one of those people that's sitting at like 900 million, it's like kind of whatever. I mean, people have already bought the bicolor gemstone mount. Like, they've just bought all the vouchers for it, so they probably spent like hundreds of million, like 200, 300 million at least on that one mount just to have it before everyone else. All right, potentially not the best idea to do Fates for nearly 7 hours. We're just short of 7 hours of Fates with very little breaks in between. But the Spoils of War is about 77. So we have 77, we started with 40, so I got 37 vouchers in 7 hours, so, you know. So this is looking like it's going to be about a 100-hour grind on average. We definitely weren't being super optimal because it was 7 hours of us playing, but yeah, we did about as best you can for 7 hours straight. So there's definitely a lot more fun to do with friends, and I'm going to do that as much as humanly possible. Oh yeah, 150 gemstones, that's probably important. So I misunderstood the tracker, and S-Rank Day is today. So a bunch of stuff's off cooldown, and it is time for me to lock in and try to get a bunch of S-Rank progress done. Hopefully it goes well. These S-Rank days are always a little bit rough, but we're gonna do our best with it. We do not need to get 2,000 S ranks. Like, oh, I have 4. Cool. We don't need to get 2,000 S ranks like last expansion because I was behind in expansion. We only need 1,000 from Dawntrail, which means we're pulling from a smaller pool of S ranks. But it should be easier. Should be an easier grind. Should have to do less rushing to go for things because I don't have to go for quite as many S ranks. I'm so tired of hearing the first 30 seconds of this menu song. I like it so much, but I am so tired of hearing it already, and I'm not even at 100 S ranks done. I might just mute BGM while I'm doing this and go to my happy place. You know, I come from RuneScape where people don't really have like normal names at all, but still seeing like Adobe Photoshop as people's names, and I don't even know what your name is. Bark more. Dang dog, don't do drugs. Dogs are... Like, I literally didn't even look at that before, and this is not a planned bit. There's Adobe Photoshop. Yeah. Bark more. Oh my god. Nice. Dawn of a new S game 1, which I think is for 30. Pretty sure. Yeah, 30. Nice. I've not recorded a clip in a while. But hi, it's 2 a.m. right now. I've been doing S ranks for the last 16 hours. I started at 8 a.m. and it's now 2 a.m. So yeah, like 16, 18 hours. I'm intending to go until everything's spawned, unless we get really lucky and spawn a bunch of things really quickly. Yeah, I'd say this is about as bad as EU was in terms of like trying to get to things before they die, though on Dynamis, as you can see right now, it's much more chill. Alright, it is 5 a.m. and I am dozing off. I definitely felt myself like kind of fading a bit, and then I heard the ping for the S rank being called, and I kind of jolted back. So I've not seen an achievement pop, so I'm assuming I have less than 100, which is like kind of depressing to think about because I feel like I've done a lot of S ranks. But yeah, I guess not. Alright, I was planning on going until 7, but unfortunately I just feel like super duper like shaky, and we'll knock out this last one and then I am going straight to bed. So an hour earlier than expected. There's about like 30 or so S ranks left. Good morning. It's honestly not that many hours since I logged off. But I've not checked it yet, so we get to have my live reaction to not having 100 S ranks, so. Oh, I don't even want to check, because I'm just going to feel bad. Oh, it's 128. Oh, thank God. I was about to say, if it wasn't at least 100, I was going to actually be pretty depressed. Once we finish up some of this other stuff, like doing the fate grind and doing the gathering script grind and stuff like that, we'll have a lot more time just to hang out and chip away at little bits of this instead of doing it in, well, I'll still do it in big bulks, but we'll get a little bit more gradual progress as well. We are finally hitting a very big milestone for this grind, and it is over halfway done finally. We have 252 out of the 500 vouchers for the flying squirrel. We are officially on the back half of the grind, and I am very excited for it. Hey, you know who forgot to actually go and buy the capybara mount after yesterday? I just went straight to bed after doing fate farming. So what do I have? Oh yeah, I forgot that I did this fate as well. Anyways, here's the capybara whistle. So there we go. Turn in all the scales. Never have to do that fate ever again. We can do it just because it's 100 gemstones, which is pretty good. But there we go. And let's find somewhere nice to go celebrate it. Actually, let's go celebrate it in Texas because that's where we got it. There's really not much to say, is there? I mean, it's like one of the best mounts ever. It's just a capybara. I mean, like, oh, I didn't notice it's got like a little like earring thing going on there. Oh, that's cute. Looks like a little like fish tackle. That's cute. But yeah, this is the final of the like easy mounts, I would say. I think the next step up from here is like extreme mounts, but even those are kind of tough just because of the RNG drop rate. So we've gotten past the easy to get mounts, at least. This one took a while just because I wasn't really going out of my way for it. I was just waiting for other people to ping me that it was happening, and you know, I wasn't stressing too much. So either way, yeah, we have this one done. We are halfway done with the fate grind, and like I said, I am prepping for the next grind after that, which is probably going to be a passive thing while we do the savage tier. Upon release for Dawntrail, the first 2 extreme trials were also added, which have their own wing mounts, as we talked about at the beginning. and my new static and I decided to clear the first 2 new extreme trials that we'll need to farm for those wing mounts. And while going through the first fight, like about a half dozen times or so, we were actually able to see our first drop of one of those new mounts. A box! Oh no, I grabbed both. I'm sorry. No. I would have passed on the other one if I knew I got the wings. I'm sorry. So I'm sure there's a moment from previous videos in Endwalker where I was like, hey, wouldn't it be really cool if they eventually released wing mounts, or just a wing mount, just any wing mount at all, where you can, like, you know, fly around and have wings, and it's pretty cool. So, if you're not aware, this extreme, all the extremes this expansion give wings, which makes me really excited for the cumulative mount. That clip you saw of me getting the wings, I had 4 clears. That was the first night that I had cleared extreme with my static, and 4 kills in we got a drop, but I rolled like an 82 on it, so. Yeah, so I guess I don't have to farm EX1 in PF. That's pretty cool. I still need to learn EX. I still need to clear EX2 before the Savage tier starts, and also need to yeah, get some. I think I need some gear from that. I haven't looked at what my week 1 gear is. We're not raiding on week 1, so it's not super duper important, I don't think. I don't know. Either way, I have to figure that out. Cool. All right. Well, been streaming for like 2 hours, and we are 10 vouchers away from being done forever until they release another one. It probably isn't, but this could be the last time I do this Buffalo Fae, and I see the submissive groan chat box appear. I love this thing. Oh no, submissive moan, yeah, right there. Yup, cool. This bonus should be the last one if we're not gonna get to it in time. No! It's just like the mental roulette, so the very last one I go for is about to get yoinked right in front of me. Except for that, I got killed, but that's fine. Please. Oh my goodness. I want to be done. I just had like the invasive thought, like what if it actually was like 250 vouchers, or what if it was actually like 1,000 and I wasn't paying attention. All right, that is 1,000. Head back over and get the last of the vouchers we need, and then be done. It's funny because I was like expecting we did actually get really close to 99. If I had done proper leveled areas for my job, I probably would have gotten dark to 90 or to 100. Cool. There is the last. I don't know if it'll be the last vouchers I buy. I might buy some to sell them, but probably not. Honestly, I really don't care about making money in this game until they force me to. Cool. I think it's in Mordona if I remember correctly. Cool. So I have the Wyver already. I'm probably never getting the Fallen Angel wings. That's just not gonna happen. But we are going to get the whistle for the Flying Squirrel. There they all go. That's like that's like a lot of gil that you can turn that in for. Where is it? There it is. Cool, and now we cannot even sell the mount because it's with us forever. And it does have its little animation. Oh, it makes a little squeak! Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Oh, it's adorable. I love them so much. How does their running animation look? Oh, they do like a little like jump forward. It's adorable. Love it. And they do like a little swoop animation. That's sick. But it's over now. We have it, and we can go start working on the gathering stuff. Oh, the gathering stuff's gonna be worth. It's gonna be less brain effort though. I don't have to think about it, and I don't have to like compete with people for faith.